What's good? Guess it's time for me to give you my thoughts on the press conference, etc. And at this point, I'm pretty sure you guys have heard it 35 different directions, clips and thoughts and all of that stuff. So I just want to put my thoughts out there, see how y'all feel. I'm gonna let a couple people come in here and then we'll talk. I know it's super late. I don't expect a lot of people to be in here. I know my brother Boss Cowboy is live. Um, so it'll be what it is. But I know tomorrow will be a new day with new thoughts, new challenges, and things like that. So I don't want to let the day slip away completely. But I will talk to y'all a little bit about what happened today. And again, pardon me for being late. I know it's been a busy day. A lot of Cowboys news, introductory press conference, a lot of little tidbits coming out. Officially hiring Matt Eberflus, um, hiring our offensive coordinator, or at least I think they want the offensive coordinator, the gentleman from Arizona. Um, I think we're bringing in a new special teams guy, and Nick Sorensen, the coach, the defensive coordinator for the 49ers last year. So a lot of changes, a lot of things happening, but I just wanted to come in here and talk to y'all a little bit. Um, 98 people in here already. Appreciate y'all. Hit that like button for me. Appreciate y'all for coming over. Let me see who here. Loki 87. What up, Ron? What up, Cartel? What's good with you? Sean Isaac, peace from Jersey. What's good? What's good? Sean Isaac, Flo, what's goody? Big Dow 8604, the vibes. Sir Dog, Brandy Mahoney, hey Ron, what's good with you? Jermaine, what's going on? Dr. Dre 23, what's good? So Sammy, what's good, Ron? What's goody? Dallas Garcia, Eddie Russell, Headhunter, DMV. My dog DMV, bro. I was hurting, man. I ain't almost ain't have it in me. I was talking to DMV. We was texting in the group chat, and I was like, man, I ain't in it to win it. It was a long day at work today, get my kids and stuff together. It's one of them days where I ain't in it to win it, but it's one of them days where it's mad Cowboys news happening. So I wanted to just talk to y'all for a little bit. And as much as I wanted to make a video, I ain't feel like editing and creating a thumbnail. So y'all gonna get that goofy picture I put in the front, and y'all gonna like it. Hit the like button for me. Nightmare was good. Jay Williams, Christopher Brandon, my dog, Sean Nesbeth, Danger, David Johnson, Fred Allen. Trying to make sure I catch all of y'all before I start talking. Jessica Haggerty was good. King G, Shining Star, what's going on? Um, Spring 99 was good. Was goody. Been watching these receivers for the next cover three. Just finished talking to Foots. He had the Senior Bowl. Yeah, I know. I did the show with Foots on Friday. You probably ain't catch it. We did it right after I jumped on his live stream. So he told me he was going down for the Senior Bowl. Yeah, man. He and Mobile. He out there with Double Move too. I think that's fire. They drove down together, I believe. Anna Castro, Glenn White, my dog was good. So listen, how many of y'all saw the press conference? How many of y'all saw the press conference? And how are y'all feeling? Such a tumultuous time. I think that's a good word to use. It's a tumultuous time to be a Cowboys fan. And if you ain't catch the full press conference, how you feel about the clips you heard? Aisha out there. There's some good eyes out there. Foots, Aisha. There's some good eyes. Good eyes out there. Trusted eyes. Jay Williams wasn't feeling it. I get it. I get it. Genty. Genty got to be our first pick. I would love it. I would love Genty as our first pick. I'm drinking the Kool-Aid. Jessica Haggerty, you know you like me. You like Kool-Aid a little bit, so I understand. I ain't mad at you. Ain't nothing wrong with a little positivity at all. Um, this is how I feel. And I'm gonna be as honest with y'all as possible. Before we talk about, Stephen Jones and the air quotes and the we've been in a drought and how disrespectful that is. Um, and Jerry Jones still in the spotlight from Shotty. I want to just hyper focus on Schottenheimer for a second because y'all don't need me to do a breakdown clip for clip. You can go find that. Plenty of amazing Cowboys content creators have done that. But maybe y'all just want to know my thoughts on what happened. I like Brian Schottenheimer and his demeanor, right? Couple coaches introduced themselves today. That gentleman down in Jacksonville that said Duval all goofily. I forgot his name. Y'all know that Jacksonville new head coach came from the Tampa Bay Bucks, offensive coordinator. He was doing too much. I don't know if y'all familiar. He tried to say Duval and he tried to fit in, and he looks like he's trying to be something he's not. Liam Cohen. And he might be an excellent offensive mind, but sometimes when you get a new leadership position, you get out of your body. Jay Williams, I never quit my boys, but it's hard to be a Cowboys fan these days. $5 super chat. Bro, it is hard to be a Cowboys fan these days. I'll say this to your super chat because I appreciate it, and it's a great point. As a Cowboys fan these days, you can't be positive because you looked at as goofy or a homer. You can't be positive. You can't do that. No, 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 no. You can't look for the silver lining these days. That's bad for business. And I understand the people that the irony is I feel both sides. I understand the people that are mad. You've been burned by this team, this franchise, this goofy ownership for 30 plus years. I understand why you're angry. I get it. When you see Stephen Jones make quotes like this and be funny about the drought we've been in, it makes it hard to be a Cowboys fan. But then when you see Brian Schottenheimer come out talking about how excited he was to see some of his players come to show him support. And I got a confirmation earlier because I was wondering who was there. And y'all let me know if I'm wrong. Because I literally just wanted to know who might have been there. And I got confirmation. Hold on. Let me try and pull this back up. Dak Prescott, obviously. I seen Brock Hoffman there. Hold on. I get a lot of tweets. Y'all pardon me. Jalen Brooks was there. Jalen Tolbert was there. I'm not surprised that both the Jalen's was there. I'm not surprised. Both the Jalen's, not that their careers on the line with the Cowboys, but this is a very important offseason for both the Jalen's, especially Brooks. I feel like Tolbert has more cachet with the team. Jalen Brooks could end up on the practice squad. So he gotta have a strong offseason. Some of them plays last year when he tripping and falling over his own feet and not making catches, it's not good. It's not good. But my thoughts is this. Jalen Tolbert, Demarion Overshown was there. Kalen Carson was there. Now, there was no Micha Parsons. There was no Micha Parsons. I don't know where Mike is. I'm very interested to hear Micah's thoughts on this podcast. The most beautiful thing about Micha is you know you're going to get to hear from him. This isn't like most players that don't have a platform. Micha will tell you how he feels soon. And Micha is very raw and uncut. He wears his emotion on his sleeves like myself. I'm interested to see not just what Micha says, how he looks when he says it, voice inflection, tone, demeanor, everything. Because it's going to say a lot because Micha's definitely one of our team leaders. So we'll see. I don't want to assume negativity if I don't have to because, listen, y'all, it's the 27th of January, right? Tolbert was happy as F to have a friend of the coaching staff. He was DMV. He was. I don't want to look. The Jones family. Oh, well, it's 23 likes away from 100. Y'all mind getting into 100 likes? Do y'all mind? Let me read this super chat real quick, and I'll ask a question. I know I'm all over the place, but that's what we do. Sean Nesbeth, $5 super chat. Jones family stressed me out, so I'm looking forward to the therapy sessions. Keep doing your thing, Rome. Hey, it's always therapy, baby. Therapy sessions, Sean Nesbeth. You know the deal. Cartel ain't talking to each other. DMV, Micah don't run from no smoke, but he's learned, and I think he's digesting. Yeah, I think he's digesting it. I think Micah learned how powerful his voice is and not to just jump off the cuff of what he says. I feel like Micha Parsons wants to win by any means necessary, and he would have to be a fool to say, you know what? I want to create friction on my team because he would have to know that creating friction is not how you win anything. So if he makes a choice on January 27th to be a frictionless piece to this team and to just cause turmoil, Well, you might as well start doing mock drafts for next year because we're not going to have a chance. We don't have the room for error. This is not like the Philadelphia Eagles where Jalen Hurts can have a bad game or a good game and they win anyway because they got so much talent that players can have off games. No, no, no. Our margins are way more closer. So we all got to be pushing and pulling in the same direction. But what I was going to say is this. It's January 27th. I'm going to ask y'all a real question in the chat. Keep hitting that like button as y'all come in. King Magnus, what's good? I ain't seen you in a minute, dog. I was just missing you. Let me read the super chat. Dallas Garcia, 199 super chat. Dak looked to run through a wall for Shotty. I think Dak and Shotty have a pretty strong relationship. But Dak seems to have a strong relationship with everybody. So you got to be able to look through in between the lines with Dak. Do y'all plan on not rooting for this team next year? Even though the Jones family ain't leaving. Say it out loud. Jerry Jones, Stephen Jones, Jerry Jones Jr., Charlotte Jones ain't leaving. They're not leaving. They've survived all kinds of scandals and voyeurism things and the kneeling and Jerry Jones with the racist photo floating around. They ain't going nowhere. But are you going somewhere? And I'm not challenging your fandom if you're wondering what this is. This is just a genuine question. Keith Murphy, the unbeaten. My dog, shout out to the Qs. What's good? 199 super chat. F Mahomes, fly Eagles, fly. First of all, you are bitter because Mahomes sent you home. And now you're rooting for a team I know you don't like. You got to sit this one out, Keith. It's like me rooting for the Washington Commanders of the Eagles. It was a lose-lose. So you just watch the game. You can't win this one. You hate both teams, Keith. It's a lose-lose for you. I don't hate the Chiefs because the Chiefs have kept the 49ers and the Eagles from winning. So I don't hate the Chiefs. I understand why you hate them, though. $10 super chat from Glenn White. Man, F the Cowboys. They are selling us again. Shotty was no one's first choice, not even close. That is correct, Glenn White. No one's choice. He wasn't even in consideration. Once again, creators are trying to see the positive in it. F that. I'm mad. I'm going to be mad. I like that response, Glenn White. I like that. I'm not saying that you shouldn't be mad. I'm asking you if you want me to come in here from January 27th to September and tell you why this team going to be shitty. And we ain't going nowhere. And don't be excited. Hey, listen, y'all. Let's have some real talk. Let me read this super chat. And thank you for that super chat, Glenn White, because that was very real. After the Cowboys, they trying to sell us again. Shotty was no one's first choice. The creators are trying to see the positive in it. I agree. But F that, I want to be mad. And I respect that. I respect you being upset. Sean Nesbeth, 199 super chat. As for me, I'm a Cowboy till I die. I think Glenn White is as well. I respect that, Sean Nesbeth. Keith Murphy, 199 super chat. I am bitter. I respect that, bro. We all get bitter. I'm not mad at you being mad. I get mad. I've come in here cursing, almost crying. I think I did cry one stream when we lost. I don't know. I'd be emotional. I do. Keith Murphy, 499 super chat. I don't hate Philly. We don't have history we had with Dallas. Of course you don't. Of course you hate us. But you're supposed to. You're a 49ers fan. Thank you for that super chat. Glenn White, $2 super chat. Nah, I need the Kool-Aid. Don't ever stop. I'm not here for Kool-Aid quite yet, Glenn White. This is therapy. Say it with me, y'all. 264 people in here. This is therapy. This is not Kool-Aid. I don't got Kool-Aid for you quite yet. They got to do something to start the Kool-Aid. If I was serving Kool-Aid, the Kool-Aid's still in the packet. The pitcher's on the counter. Ain't no water in there. Ain't no ice out. Ain't no measurements. Ain't no Kool-Aid. It's Tano, 999 super chat. I think Cowboys fans are just emotional. You ain't got to think. Take the think out. Cowboys fans are just emotional. Who are really going to come in as a head coach, and don't say Dion. He can't even win in college. You don't got to disrespect Dion. Shotty at least has years of NFL experience to just see. I agree with your thought process, Tano, and thank you for that $10 super chat. We ain't got to disrespect Dion to pump up Shotty, and we ain't got to disrespect Shotty to pump up Dion. I'll speak to your quote. Cowboys fans are emotional right now. That's what I was trying to get to. That's why I'm looking at this as a therapy session, because we have to figure out what we're going to do. Most of the people in here are adults. There ain't a lot of kids. My demographic don't show me kids. So everybody in here has to figure out what they're going to do and what they want to do. Deion Sanders is a hell of a coach. Hell of a coach. He brings moxie, swagger, intensity. But Brian Schottenheimer could do the same thing. The difference is we have to wait and see. We do. But you don't have to like the journey, because the Jones family have made the journey horrible. The Jones family have made the journey horrible. Welcome home, Brandon Comey. I guess you in here to troll on us since y'all had a bad day yesterday. It's cool. My thoughts is this, man. I'm going to be honest with y'all. I'm going to be real honest with y'all. If y'all okay with that. Be real honest with y'all. Down South Cowboy, 499 Super Chat. People want Prime. He can't coach college. Do he call plays? No. He haven't won in college, nor not in Jackson either. He's saying anything about Deion is disrespect. No? I feel you, though. Any of y'all battle with anxiety or depression? Let's just be real with each other. Have any of y'all battled with anxiety or depression? If you don't want to share, that's fine, because I have. In my 41 years on this earth, I have. I know y'all been watching me for a while. About a year and a half ago, I started to battle with a blood pressure issue and other minor health concerns and stuff like that. We being real tonight. And I still battle with anxiety about my health. That's real. What does this have to do with football? Hit that like button if you don't mind. You're not alone, Rome. Shit, I died and had to come back a whole different life, me being a different disabled person. No, I know, Glenn White. I know you had heart surgery multiple times. I know. I cannot. I can have moments of anger because I'm a Cowboys fan. I'm emotional. DMV, depression, anxiety are things I learned to battle just a few years ago. It's real, bro. 40 Keith Murphy, let me read the super chat real quick so I don't miss it. 49ers fans stand on business. Them Tom Sula and Chip Kelly years, the stadium was empty. Jed felt that he had to make splashes. Yeah, your owner's different than ours, bro. It's a whole different type of ownership over here. And y'all do stand on business, but we don't have to go to the stadium. Jerry don't care what we don't. Your owner care about us. Our owner don't. So it's just different. But back to what I was saying. Yeah, I battle with depression and anxiety. That's real. I don't know if I can come in here from January 27th all the way to next September and just feed y'all negativity, because it'll seep into my regular life. And I can't do it. It doesn't have to be one way or another. I can look for the positive in the Cowboys team and not necessarily align views with Jerry Jones or Stephen Jones. I do not like them, to be very clear. I do not like the Jones family. Me wanting Shotty to work out ain't got shit to do with Jerry Jones or Stephen Jones. Me wanting Schottenheimer to work out is because I take pride and enjoy watching this team. I do. So before we discuss a press conference and all this extra stuff and what I think Schottenheimer can do, we need to establish what are we watching for. Am I saying turn a blind eye to goofy shit? No. Get angry and speak your angriness. I'm not here to police or tell adults how to act. Most of y'all grown. I ain't here to take kids how to act. I got my own kids. If you want to be mad at the Jones family, be mad. But if I'm looking over there like, yo, man, I think I want to draft Ashton Genty because I think the run game can improve this team. And I would like to draft a receiver because I think another receiver will improve this team. Because I think if things are run right, we might have a better chance to win next year. Don't come kicking over my parade and pissing on my party because you mad because I'm trying to focus on positivity. If I come out here and say I really like what Stephen Jones and Jerry Jones was talking about, fair game, attack me because I'm probably then lost my mind. But until you hear me say that, if you hear me just talking about things that can improve this team, let me be. I appreciate all the support. I appreciate everyone that watches. I do. But I cannot just completely stay negative for 9 months or 8 months straight. I can't. DMV. I'm sorry, I missed your joint, bro. Depression and anxiety. I seen that, and I was going through the worst depression and anxiety when I met you and Tuck. Building the channel has been what came from overcoming. That's dope, bro. We gonna talk about this more offline, DMV. We definitely gonna chop it up if you don't mind. It's real, bro. But you know how mature you got to be as a man to come on a live stream with 300 people watching and say you struggle with you struggle with depression and anxiety. But see, I'm secure in myself. I'm too old. I'm too wise. I've lived too long. I don't really care what people think of me. I'm very secure in myself. Because the depression and stuff that I've dealt with ain't got nothing to do with outward forces. This is inner stuff. But I do know if I focus on negativity every day and wake up and every time I look at the star, it just drains no, I'm going to stop watching football and turn this into a goddamn self-help channel. I'm going to try my best. Try my best. Jay Williams, I feel you on that team. No doubt, bro. Appreciate you, Jay. Thank you for that $2 super chat. Try my best to find a silver lining for you guys. But let me ask y'all a real question. Since it's 314 of my closest friends, first of all, hit the like button. If you came in here like last 50, 60 people, I didn't see y'all come in. Hit the like button for me. Let's get it to 200 likes. Second, if I try to tell y'all about positive things that can help this team, is that considered drinking Kool-Aid? Just be real. If I say I think Genty can help this team, let me see. I think it's ain't got no beats. Ain't got beats. Tell me why ain't got beats, if you don't mind. Tell me why me saying anything positive about the Cowboys is drinking Kool-Aid. I don't. I'm just asking you to expound so I can understand. This isn't a trick. I don't want to yell at you. I'm just wondering. Y'all think I ain't gonna get pissed again? Y'all think if Stephen Jones and Jerry Jones, if March comes and we don't sign no free agents, y'all think I ain't gonna have a stream or two where I'm mad? I ain't say don't be human. I ain't saying don't be a robot. I said earlier, if you want to be mad, be mad. I'm gonna get mad again. Trust me. I got mad at Stephen Jones earlier. This drought y'all been thinking about. DMV, you can think we can be good and hate how the front office moves. Two things can happen. Boy, Y'all throw some fire emojis. I'm pinning that DMV, pinning that to the top. You can think we can be good and hate how the front office moves. Two things can happen. Two things can be true. Excellent, excellent, excellent. That is the life we are living. But it's hard. It's hard because the you know what the Jones family has successfully done? And this is what really angers me about the Cowboys. The Jones family has somehow turned the fans against each other. Hey, be mad all you want to, but don't attack the fans because you can get to them and you can't get to Jerry Jones. If I'm trying to be positive, maybe that's my fucking mental health. Maybe I'm just trying to be happy that day. I like Brian Schottenheimer's moxie, which is what started this conversation. I think he's a very genuine person. I do not think that Brian Schottenheimer is the most amazing actor in the world. And I'm reading his body language, his tone, the way he's discussing things. He's had like 6 interviews today, from James Slater to some local Cowboys reporters, different quotes and things like that. And I take it as genuine, unless he's a thespian, and I didn't know he was that ill with acting. I take it as genuine. I think that what he's doing so far, when he says, I'm better at people than X's and O's, you know why I felt that? I'm better at people than X's and O's. I relate to Brian Schottenheimer. I feel like I'm an underdog. I ain't the best Cowboys content creator in the space. Not even close. I don't know more football than most of them. I don't know more X's and O's. I ain't a better scout. I ain't better with film. I ain't the best talker. I ain't the best with the graphics. But I keep it real. I'm a people person. You feel me? I felt that. I'm not the best with the X's and O's. His superpower is people and bonding. And you know what? I can't wait to see it in action. I want to see what this team looks like, maybe on one accord for once, because I know you guys have heard about all the behind the scenes fighting and beef, and this group don't like this group, and this guy don't like that guy, and he don't like this coach, and we ain't never unified as a team. Y'all want to see what unification looks like? Look at the teams in the Super Bowl. And they ain't even look, I don't even know if they all like each other, but they unified in what they want to do day to day. I don't even think AJ Brown and Jalen Hurts are very close anymore. It don't matter. They're unified on their goals. And maybe Schottenheimer has a chance to unify the team. Let's see. It's pretty dope to see players come. I don't think if the players were ordered to come, it would have been more than about 6 or 7. But to see Overshown and Tolbert, and Dak was going to be there. Dak probably got told to come. Brock Hoffman, and to see his response, he didn't have to mention it. That's what stood out to me. He said, "Yo, when I saw my players, I got super excited." I like that. I like that. It's honesty. It's openness. He said earlier today he thought he wasn't never going to get a chance to be a head coach. He thought his opportunities passed him by. But I respect people that grind. What y'all see on my back? What's on my back wall? What's over my right shoulder? Hustle, grind, execution. What's that other sign above my closet door? I find your lack of faith disturbing. Faith is believing in something you can't see yet. I can have faith that this team can do good things and not be able to see it yet. You can call me stupid for it, but I do have faith. Because why else watch this damn team? Now, South Sac E, I can't believe you when you say you see 5 wins, unless you say you see a bunch of injuries. Because we won 7 games this year, and everybody on the team got hurt. Your starting quarterback went down. Micah missed games. Deron Bland missed games. Trayvon Diggs missed games. Your starting left tackle was hurt a lot of the year. Zach Martin, DeMarcus Lawrence, DeMarion Overshown. I'm still going. And we somehow still won 7 games. No. Am I saying 12 or 13 wins? I ain't there yet. But if Dak Prescott is healthy, I'm almost positive we win 10 games. And I know Dak was playing bad before. I know. I know. So everybody healthy, we get one more win, Chris Blunt. That don't even sound like that makes sense. I just named like 10 starters being out. Everybody healthy. Sam Williams was gone all year. You're right. I don't need to give y'all litness on how many people was hurt. My point is, we're in so much doom and gloom that it's hard to see any positivity. But I'm not here tonight to stir Kool-Aid. I'm here tonight to set expectations for the team and what we're doing going forward. I'm not here tonight to talk wins and losses. I'm not here tonight to tell you that Shotty's the best coach in the world. I'm here tonight to see where you stand as a Cowboys fan. And if you fall on the negative side, I'm not here to ridicule you. You've earned the right to be like, fuck this team, F the owner. I'm tired of everybody. I don't care anymore. That's your right. But I'm telling you right now, and y'all can bookmark this show, clip this, whatever. I'm not about to be negative from January 21st or 27th, 2025, all the way into opening day. I'm not. It will drain my mental health. I can't do it. I'm already pessimistic sometimes by nature, battling with the anxiety and the depression. I cannot do it. I would like to be positive about what we can be positive about. Do I think Stephen Jones is lying when he said, well, we might get more active in free agency? I do, because he needs to show me. Why can't this year just be the show me year? And while we're waiting for him to show me, just be positive about what we got. Everything ain't positive. Some things need work. A lot of things on this team need work. But do y'all want that? You want me to come on here? I do like 2 or 3 live shows a week. You want me to just get this hour off of your wing shit? Just tell me. We ain't never gonna win. The Eagles gonna dominate us. The Commanders gonna dominate us. We never gonna win. Y'all want that? Y'all really want that? If I really genuinely felt like our team was so horrible, we couldn't win a game, I would probably keep it real. Is Dak Prescott still a top 10 quarterback? Even if he's 10th. Is he? I'm not. This isn't a trick. I know y'all be thinking I'm trying to set y'all up to yell. Is he? What number some of y'all give him? After his performance last year, I'm gonna put Dak right square at 10 for now. 10. Just to be, I'm gonna just say 10. Somewhere between 8 and 10. So if you have a top 10 quarterback, a top 3 receiver, a top 3 pass rusher, one of the top guards in the game, hopefully we draft a top player at 12. You got a pretty good core. The reason why I have some optimism is because I believe in those players. I do. I know it sounds crazy, but I still believe in Dak Prescott. I do. I do. That's why I keep that shirt up behind me. Also, hit the subscribe button. I'm going to be giving away. Where's it at? Where's it at? You see that jacket behind me? See that jacket with the Super Bowl patches? Giving that away. Yes, sir. Giving that away. Just trying to get to 30K. Giving that away. But we like 180 or something away from 29. So we getting there. Giving that jacket away at 30K. First giveaway. You know what I'm saying? Trying to get to 30K, but we getting there. So hit the subscribe button if you're not subscribed. But I just feel like we have too many good players for me to just be like, yo, a team that has just Micha Parsons should have faith. Micha Parsons is one of the best NFL players on the earth. Suave D, $5 super chat. I believe that Dak's statistical performance warrants at least a top 10 ranking. An occasional bad season doesn't change my mind. That was a very, very well put statement. Thank you for that $5 super chat, Suave D. Facts. Donnie Chill. Go CFT. Appreciate you, Donnie. RH experience. Anxiety is very real. I deal with it all the time. Anxiety is very real. I'm a parent with 2 daughters and a wife in this crazy world. Anxiety is real. And if you don't face it, more power to you. But there's a lot of people out here dealing with it for real. I don't want to shovel ways to make your anxiety act up, make your depression act up just for the sake of it. But if I feel like something is wrong, I will come in here and talk about it. I will. If we get to April and we haven't signed no free agents, like none, and we let a lot of people walk, I'm going to complain a little bit. And I'm going to probably say it's not looking good because they're not trying again. I'm not giving them the benefit of the doubt. I'm hoping that they actually do what they say this time. This isn't the benefit of the doubt. This is the please do something. You would have to see that we need a little bit more than just Eric Kendricks, somebody I would want back as well. Before we even start getting the free agents, Anthony Robertson, I just want them to bring back players we need. J. Lou come back, Kendricks come back. I don't think we're going to be able to bring back Osa because he's going to probably cost too much. But if Osa leaves, you can get good defensive tackles. Go get 2 veteran defensive tackles. Get me maybe a veteran receiver. DMV was talking about that earlier. There's players out there. There's plenty of free agents. Go do something. And it doesn't cost. I know we're not going to sign like a top tier, like a Chris Jones in free agency. Night Ranger, you have a good evening. I'm actually getting up off here in a minute too. I know we're not doing that. But that's the wait and see thing. So yeah, if we don't do nothing in free agency, if we get to the draft, y'all want to know one of the main things that'll set me off? Because I'm not trying to act like I'm perfect or I'm super positive about everything. I'm trying to stay positive. Does that make sense? I think that's the best way to put it. This is why we had this therapy session. I am not definitively always positive. I'm trying to stay positive. And then you got people like Andre Fields. We are trash. I ain't here to fight with you, Andre. Think we trash. But I also think it's fair to be like Andre. It's cool, bro. It's the Cowboys have beat us in the submission. If you want to be negative and you just not in the mood to be positive, Brandy Mahoney, I wish you do a 2-hour show. It'd be hard, Brandy. It'd be hard. Tonight I don't got a 2-hour show on me. I ain't gonna lie. I'm tired. That's real. Like I said, I keep it real with y'all. I'm tired. 2-hour show. I can carry a 2-hour show, but with the kids, you know what I'm saying, and life be lifing. And I do have a 9 to 5 that I've been, that takes effort too. It's hard to squeeze out a 2-hour show. But I will work on let's work towards like an hour and a half. 2 hours in the evening is hard, man. I gotta help my kids with homework. I'm an active dad. I'm involved with my kids' life. You know what I'm saying? I cook. Y'all didn't even know CFT cook, did y'all? I need to throw that. I cook a little bit. I could grill. Might throw some of my food in the short so y'all can see. You know what I'm saying? I be having regular life outside of this. That's healthy because just Cowboys will drive you crazy. But my point is, I'm trying to be positive because forcefully being negative is just too much on me. And I'll say this, it's 7:22 in LA. There's 2:10. Yeah, man. If you in LA, Brandon, yeah, you chilling. It's 7 o'clock. It's 10:30. I gotta get up at like 5:36. I can't. I can't be down here for 2 hours. Not tonight. But I do want to say this. If y'all think I'm weak because I came in here and said I don't think I can be negative for 9 months, 8 months because I battle with anxiety or depression, then so be it. No cool punchline. So be it. Like I said, I'm securing myself. But what I am going to do, like I said, is keep it as real as possible so you understand where I'm coming from. When I make a draft video saying, I did a Luther Burden video, probably going to do another one or two of them because I like Luther Burden. Might do another Genty video and be like, yo, I feel like Genty will change life in Dallas. But when I do it, I don't need people to see, there you go, drinking the Kool-Aid, because it's goofy. Oscar Hernandez, 199 Super Chat. How does Shotty's offense compare to Mike's? I think we don't know what Shotty's offense looks like because he hasn't had his own. At least not recently. I can say this. Brian Schottenheimer has said verbally a bunch of times today about modernizing the offense, using zone and different types of shifts, motions. We are supposed to hire Arizona. Let me see. I screenshotted this earlier. This is why I'm excited about Schottenheimer's offense. We're supposed to hire Dallas head coach Brian Schottenheimer has interest in Cardinals offensive line coach Clayton Adams for the OC position. Clayton Adams is a specialist in running the football. They have some of the top run concepts. This is confirmed from what I was researching earlier. Clayton Adams and the offensive line coach for Arizona they had some of the top offensive line run scheme concepts in the NFL. So how do you get a coach like that to come to you? You can't lateral movement. You can't say, come be our OC or our offensive line coach. You offer him the offensive coordinator position. What does that mean for Brian Schottenheimer since he's going to be calling the plays? What that means is that Clayton Adams can come to the Cowboys and be our run game coordinator because that's his expertise. Install better run scheme. That will elevate our team already because Mike Solari, although he was probably great through his entire career, he's old and he is not innovative. So Brian Schottenheimer has my attention already because I like the way the staff is coming together. Nick Sorensen, former San Francisco 49ers defensive coordinator. When you elevate to a higher position, you get more experience. Now he's coming back to be our special teams coordinator. The difference is when you get fired, y'all hear me? When you get fired, it makes you more motivated because now you want to prove someone wrong. So Sorensen coming from the Niners with all of their defensive philosophies and bringing it to the Cowboys is a plus because he's been in the 49ers building. I don't care what capacity it was, but being a coordinator, bring some of that shit over here. Yeah. What was the 49ers defensive philosophies? What was the offensive philosophies? You've been in the building. Oh, yeah. You can get some of that. You bring over Adams. You can get some of that. I'm liking that I'm getting hungry coaches. Because what did the Dallas Cowboys do last year? What did Dallas Cowboys do last year with coaches? A whole lot of older coaches. See, Zay Howe, I don't even know how you watching me. How are you watching if you don't? I said it earlier. It's okay to be mad. But if you mad and you don't like what I'm saying, why are you watching? That's so weird. Y'all ever watch a live stream of somebody you don't like? You don't like what they talking about? Usually once I figure that out, I turn this shit off. That's so weird. If you don't like what I'm talking, that's what's up. But why is you in here? It's so confusing. I mean, it's a free country, but it's just weird. I'm gonna watch anyway. Oh well, the eye roll. You gotta clarify. Oh no, that's weird. Okay. Y'all know what to do. I ain't gonna fight with Zay. Salute. You have a good evening, sir. It was just daunting. It stood out in the chat, but whatever. Back to my point. The Cowboys went with a whole lot of older coaches. That's not necessarily bad, but I like the new philosophy. I want to see something new, right? I want to see younger, hungrier coaches. You know, so I'm excited to see what the new coaches can do. I said back in towards the end of the season, I wanted something new because I saw what we was doing. Does new mean it's going to work, y'all? No. This could all fail gloriously. We could be a shit show next year and be a top 5 drafting team. Guess what, y'all? If the Cowboys are terrible next year, all the people that hate Dak Prescott, at least you get better draft picks. There's a silver lining in everything. If we're completely horrible, then next year you can say, maybe we can draft Arch Manning or whatever maybe we can get high enough to draft a quarterback. Hope for that. I'm not, because that's depressing. But if you want to do that, do it. I'm choosing to think that some new life, some new ideas, a young, hungrier staff with a coach that has a chip on his shoulder, not because he's been wrong, because his entire fan base does not believe in him. That's all. This ain't like when we hire Mike McCarthy. It's a lot of fans that's like, But I do want to tell y'all this. Because I do content, and I know I haven't talked about the entire press conference. Y'all saw the press conference. Y'all don't need me to tell you that I like this talking points and that he's going to modernize the offense and that he's the people. Y'all don't need me. I don't need to do every talking point and that Jerry was crazy when he's talking about trains and catching cabooses and Steven came in and threw a wet blanket on everything and lying. Y'all don't need me to do that. Y'all can go watch the press conference. Y'all don't need me to do that. I don't. Don't say entire. I have nothing bad to say about Shotty. That's true. I'm generalizing. Grim says, I think it's Grim Caesar. You're right. I don't need to put that on you. My fault. But I'm gonna say this. I feel like I've seen this movie over the last 3 to 4 years. We've brought in coaches that we automatically thought was bad. And the best thing about doing content is I have ways to document this. When we hired Dan Quinn, please go watch my videos of what I did with Dan Quinn. People hated it. When we hired Dan Quinn, it was, why are we bringing that failed, let the Patriots come back, whack coach from Atlanta? He washed up. I remember this like it was yesterday and arguing with people about that for weeks because we was coming off Mike Nolan and there was no way we could get better. Y'all remember that? We didn't do that with Mike McCarthy. I think I saw a lot more positivity with Mike McCarthy. So not Mike McCarthy. Dan Quinn left. I seen the same type of vitriol and anger with Mike Zimmer. Craziest thing is Mike Zimmer didn't end up having a top 10 defense. All things considered, all those injuries, it's probably hard to do that. But a lot of people hated Mike Zimmer less than a year ago. We made that hire, and it was like, oh, he is old and washed. Nobody wanted him. And what did I do? I came here and tried to see the silver lining in Zim in the double A gap scheme and how that can unlock Micha Parsons. And the fact that he cares about D tackle and linebacker in his defensive schemes. And I was like, I like Zim. And nobody did. And voila, everyone ended up liking Zim. And now he gone. So now it's time to be negative about somebody else. You know what else I've seen? I've seen every time Dak Prescott loses the offensive coach or the offensive scheme changes, I've seen people come in here and say, what we gonna do now? Dak ain't used to, etc. When we lost Jason Garrett and Scott Linehan, it was Dak Prescott is a play action quarterback. I don't know if he can run Kellen Moore's scheme. All he did was win Pro Bowls and throw for almost $5,000 and 30 touchdowns, etc. We lost Nussmeier. And we lost, what was his other quarterback coach? Oh, I forgot. What was his other quarterback coach that everybody just said, Dak Prescott can't function without him? We lost him. What are we going to do? What was that other quarterback coach's name? I got to go back on Twitter because I was talking about it yesterday. John Kitna. Oh, no. Dak lost John Kitna. He ain't going to be able to play football. Now it's, oh, no. He lost Scott Tolzien. What will he do? He lost Kellen. Dak can't perform without Kellen. Then he becomes an all-pro. Well, that's different. No, it's not. At some point, y'all got to realize he's just good at football, you know. He might not be the best at football, but he's pretty damn good. And guess what? He thrives in chaos. They all do. CeeDee Lamb would be better in a better environment. Micah Parsons would be better in an all football environment. Dak Prescott would be better in an all football environment. A team that focuses on winning and football and not press conferences where you steal the thunder from your new head coach. So we have to learn to dance in the rain. We have to learn to dance in the rain because Jerry Jones, Stephen Jones, Charlotte Jones, Jerry Jones Jr., and any one of those other people from that goofy clan, they not leaving. So I hope Schottenheimer learns to navigate not just X's and O's, but the people around him. That's why when he said, I'm better with people than I am with X's and O's, why did that stand out to me? How many of y'all remember when I came on here about I don't know, it was a month ago, about 3 weeks ago, and I said, I want my next head coach to be a what? I want my next head coach to be a salesman. Y'all remember that? Who remembers that? I need somebody that can sell Jerry Jones on stuff that he ain't even know. I want Jerry Jones to feel like he's winning when he losing. Maybe Brian Schottenheimer is that salesman. Because how the fuck did he get consideration for this job? You might not give Brian Schottenheimer too many props, but Jerry Jones and them somehow got convinced. Yes, they want a puppet. Yes, they want somebody that they feel like they can control. But what about somebody that might have convinced them of something they weren't thinking about? Because there were other puppets to be had with more notoriety. Maybe Brian Schottenheimer convinced them of himself. It's just a maybe. It's just a theory. Just a theory. You have to be good with people to have this job because you got an owner and his goofy son that's going to be over every move. You got to be able to navigate it. But we'll see. I am not. I'm gonna end the stream with this, and I'm sorry, Brandy. I ain't got much more than 3 minutes in me. I'm gonna end the stream with this. I am not in here selling y'all Brian Schottenheimer Kool-Aid. I'm not telling y'all we winning 13 games next year. I'm not telling y'all none of that. I'm just telling y'all that I refuse to sit in here every damn stream, every video, and be negative for the sake of being negative. And I'm going to be selfish, not because of y'all, but because it would drive me crazy. And my anxiety can't handle it. I'm not doing it. I'll have my moments of anger and then I'm going to get back to trying to be positive. That's just how it's going to be around here. If you don't like it, I respect it, but I ain't changing. Loki 87, ICFT fam. Have a good night and stay Dallas Cowboys for life. Appreciate you, Loki. I got a $20 super chat. Drop some flames in there for my dog, David McLemore. Shotty just feels like a placeholder to me. Like Jerry owed his daddy a favor or something, like a quick pro quo scenario. Feel me? I hope I'm wrong. I hope you're wrong too, but that was hilarious. That was a good. I like to end the night with a funny. He's Jerry owed his dad a favor. He might. I appreciate that $20 super chat. He might. You know what I'm saying? I will say this though. Y'all want something to be happy about? I'm gonna leave y'all with some positivity because that was the theme of the night. I'm gonna leave y'all with some positivity. But if you want to be mad, be mad. I got one little thing to leave y'all with that should make y'all happy. Confirmed earlier today. Jason Witten will not be on this staff. That made me smile. I don't know about y'all, but that was one little thing. Jason Witten will not be on this staff. And I just knew they was going to shoehorn Jason Witten in. Jason Witten not being on the staff, that's a win. That's a win. That's a win. So I'm going to take my win. I'm going to go relax. I love y'all and I appreciate y'all. I want y'all to have a good evening. And I will come back tomorrow with whatever we talk about. Maybe we can talk more about the coaches that we bring on. I'll do some more research, etc. Somebody said a win is a win. A win is a win. A win is a win, man. I appreciate y'all coming to therapy, Cowboys therapy with me tonight. We're going to talk through this. We're going to get through this because we family. Cartel, I appreciate y'all. Everybody else watching, I appreciate y'all. Hit that like, hit that subscribe. I'll be back soon. I'll holla.